8:36 p.m. Wednesday, August 5th, 2020, episode number 810 of Yeah Dude. My name is Jonathan, and this is Seth. Hello, Seth.
Incredible achievement.
Yes, I know. My birthday week?
Yes.
Yes, I know.
Yeah Dude, America, through the eyes of two Americans. Episode
810 episodes is an incredible achievement?
I think so.
I mean, you pretty much say that about every episode we do.
I get very excited to do episodes.
I mean, every time I find a parking space in this neighborhood, I essentially yell incredible achievement out to myself.
Yell the number out what we're going to do. It said earlier you were out the window screaming at me and Jeff to shut the fuck up.
I just thought maybe I should have changed my voice because then you guys would have been like,
"Shut the fuck up!" Like,
you guys
oh my
would have
God,
been like, "Who
Jeff,
is this?"
Quiet.
Jeff, be quiet.
That man's yelling. It's great to see you. It's great to be here. It's 2020. It's August of 2020.
Yeah.
Did you know in January of 2012, can I tell you something that happened?
Well, the Mayan calendar began to
That's going to come up.
tick away.
But before when we weren't even completely consumed by that yet.
So it was the end of 2012.
It's December 21st, I think.
Okay.
I think a Friday. Let me check my records. We'll get there.
I'm in.
A research paper in the Archives of Sexual Behavior concluded that the mere anticipation of interacting with a woman can temporarily impede men's mental abilities. The mere anticipation of a possible interaction. Life. In one experiment, researchers casually mentioning a female name instead of a male name was sufficient to impair the men's cognitive performance. Christine. Ah!
Yeah, that
That's
doesn't
not
surprise me.
doesn't surprise you.
It doesn't bode well, but it doesn't surprise me
Now, when
either.
we said tiger and you pointed at elephant, but you were pointing at tiger, but then I whispered, Sharon. Ugh. It's tough,
It is tough. I mean, that's
but beautiful.
how
Easy.
must happen
breezy.
a lot. Our cognitive abilities must be
It's everything.
constantly being
Constant driving,
fucked with.
Driving. Oh, my Lord. My Lord. There's a woman in that Jetta? Oh, crash. Now, how do you explain it? How do you tell State Farm? Well, let me tell you a thing or two about a thing or two. I'm at a red light, and I look over. There's a woman driving this car, and I look over here, and there's a woman driving this car. Crashed the car.
What was I supposed to do?
What was I supposed to do? I saw red. I went go.
I look up. There's a red light. Look to the left. There's a red head.
Hey,
Veer into the road.
Put the car in reverse. Don't know why. Slammed into that cabriolet. My bad. But if I could advance you to the study over here, if I could show you some things. We are farmers. Dun, 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 dun.
We are idiots.
Total idiots.
Yeah.
But we mean well. Some of us.
Not a lot of, not
Most
as
of us
many
know.
as we need.
Just two.
Just two of us. Us, you and me.
Right here.
And Jeff.
You're in good hands. Is that Allstate? Or is that, what is it? It was the beginning of 2012 when the Los Angeles City Council, they all got together and started fucking chopping it up. No one asked them to. But at this point, let me take you back. It's Christmas 2011. You probably got a box of pornographic DVDs because it was December 2011. And, you know, we're living in the city of Los Angeles where 90% of all pornography shot primarily in the San Fernando Valley. So Christmas morning, you come downstairs. Merry Christmas. Open up a box.
From who?
Me. 12 pornographic DVDs, of course.
Major titles.
Major titles. Major companies. So the fucking city council's got to fucking chime in, and they start saying that starting in March, that new Los Angeles health regulations will require all porn performers to wear condoms.
Yes.
Hence
we voted on this.
Well, that led to Measure B on November ballot in 2012, which essentially, that was the beginning of the end was when the Los Angeles City Council started fucking chopping it up.
About porn.
And by November,
there was Measure B.
Measure B had passed.
Which you you fundraised, right? I mean, for
Oh, you mean anti-Measure B?
My bad. I thought you were pro.
Were we pro?
No.
No,
No, we knew that it was a bad thing because
it was like we kissed goodbye.
well,
Goodbye.
we kissed our porn industry goodbye.
Kissed it goodbye.
For one. Two, we
The
knew
70s, the 80s,
we
the
were well
90s.
aware of the fact that the adult film industry for years had been far stricter than many citywide health requirements for screening for these types of things.
Took it
That
on
they
their
had
own.
been self-policing and self-regulating for
sharing.
many years. That there was absolutely no reason whatsoever for the city to
Get your nose out of our business.
But
Get out of our beeswax.
instead, now what we have is wild Floridian amateur
Miami amateurs.
amateurs. The rise of the Miami amateurs.
The rise of the Miami amateurs.
Probably wouldn't exist if it wasn't for Prop B.
Probably wouldn't exist. It's all.
Chain reaction of
Yep.
a pornographic ripple.
Pornographic ripple effect, the Tetris effect.
I'm doing a little documentary about it. It's
Dicks
called
all come down like, fix it. Yeah, so we knew. But that's life, you know? You had an industry thriving.
Yeah, but the thing about it, though, if you really think about it,
I want to think about it. Tell me about
I
it.
keep thinking about it. You had something that was a regulated industry that, due to those sanctions, essentially fueled circumstances in which maybe, as you know from some of the documentaries that you've watched, a completely unregulated amateur porn industry that isn't looking out for the best interest of the people, has no unity, no union, and
Protections for its workers.
dealing with runaways, all sorts of shit. So like the antithesis of what you would
what
think.
you wanted to happen.
Yeah. And you've just forced that to happen somewhere else. And then I guess, well, I don't even know why did they get involved? Why, after all that time, did they even bother?
We were on top of the world. Why'd they have to fucking come in here?
Of all times to do that, it just seems.
Look what you did. You
seems
done
insane.
fucked up. You done fucked
Make
up.
it through the 70s and 80s and 90s in this city with no regulations. Make it through the HIV, AIDS, all of this shit. And then in 2012, you decide, like, you guys all got to wear rubbers now, and we're going to make sure of it?
You know, yeah. So now you can just go down to South Beach, pull up in a van. Hey, how old are you? 18. Get in.
Get in.
Woo,
We'll give you $300.
Yeah. Unbelievable.
Well,
it was on January 3rd that ABC said to America, we're going to give you a new television series. It's Tuesday night. It's at 8:30. Get your family, get your friends, gather around for a new TV show called Work It. Two buddies,
working
bros,
it.
they're laid off from their St. Louis GM plant job when the Pontiac line that they've been working on is phased out.
No more Firebirds.
Couple of blue-collar bros building a Firebird for other blue-collar bros. Well, they're finding out that the current recession is more of a man session.
So,
And their skills are not in high demand. But they find that at Carico Pharmaceuticals, they're looking to hire 2 sales reps.
this is
One
bosom
problem.
buddies?
One problem.
This is bosom buddies.
One problem. Female sales reps. Couldn't find these. It canceled after 2 episodes. January 3rd, January 10th, and then they yanked that. Found the promo, and the promo is 30 seconds long, and it's like screaming for more. Couldn't pack more fucking inappropriateness into 30 seconds.
Did you know either of the two gentlemen?
No, Ben Koldyke and Amari Nolasco. Neither one of them
Ring a bell?
thrived, I believe. This killed it. Work It killed it. Bosom Buddies was on for 2 seasons. No problem there.
I would have assumed it was on for 5 years.
50 years. But this didn't make it that long. Very wild promo. Can only imagine what they packed into those 2 episodes.
But you couldn't find them.
Couldn't find them. I mean, they're got to be out
Find
there.
the promo. Found me my whole season of my whole 8 episodes of what was it called? You sent it to me. You sent me the clip.
Oh, the fucking Joe Pesci?
Thank you.
Half Nelson? Ooh, how's that TV show? 1985? Now that's a Hollywood fucking cold open.
He was working out.
Check that out. January 2012. Oprah's next chapter on the Oprah Winfrey Network. She says, you know what? I need to get back on TV. I need to talk to people.
You'll be on more television.
I need to talk to people like Steven Tyler. Steven, I'm going to go to your place in New Hampshire out on the water, and I'm going to talk to you about your life, about your loves in your life.
Isn't that the one where he shows his feet?
Oh, he takes those shoes off. We see them feet.
Oh, boy.
Oh,
I
boy.
saw those feet in real life.
Yeah, you did at
I
the
saw
airport,
those feet
right?
at a TSA.
Those wizard feet, TSA. That's the fucking... You could have sued the TSA. Oh, shit.
Yeah. Feet straight out of fucking Moldor.
Wow. What's going on there, dog? This way, that way, and that way. Hey, but when you're
You're a
rocking and
performer.
rolling, you don't think about it. High on cocaine, jumping off the speaker. Fucking Boston in the 70s. Liv, I was with BB then. She was my girlfriend, and you don't get me wrong. Every one of those girls, I loved them dearly. Talking about his lovers. They didn't get into too much detail of when he was 25 years old. Aerosmith was performing in Portland, Oregon, when he saw a 16-year-old groupie backstage. Said, you're coming on tour with us. And then had her mother sign her over to him. Just let me sign right here. Because you can't leave the state because she's 16. So the mom is just going to, where do I sign? Right here on this document?
Cool.
This is Aerosmith, got the wings? Cool. Is that Air Jordan? No, Aerosmith. Let me sign here. Come with me. Very long story there. She's pregnant with their kid in Boston. There's a fire. She has smoke inhalation. She barely makes it out alive. He doesn't want to have the baby because he thinks that there might be some problems. He's high on cocaine, makes her get an abortion. Young kid. But Steven's doing his thing. He's rocking and or rolling. But with BB...
But they get into that?
No.
Okay. Sorry. You
No,
got into
I
that.
got into that because I actually interview people. I don't just sit there and smile and say, you got your energy. When your energy and your feet, your fucked up feet and your awesome energy. I say, what's the document look like? Produce the document.
Let me see that rider.
Let me see that rider. Only brown M&Ms, sign over the 16-year-old. When we made love, we cried. This is with BB.
Yeah, because you're going through withdrawals.
Cried. And after that, we had a kid. It was that heavy. There was magic. It never happens. It never happens like that. Crying as you climax.
Stop talking.
Bawling.
Stop talking to Oprah.
Oprah is like dead. Yeah. Stedman never cries when he comes. Stedman has never cried once when he comes. And that's something I've never told anybody. Well, you just...
We just told everybody.
Just told me.
He just told the whole...
Told everybody.
The whole gang. You went from
first
telling no
episode.
one to just
So you never told anyone? You know you're on TV.
Well, you just sorted that part out.
Put some shoes on.
I don't want to look at those things
Fuck.
anymore.
4 times, Oprah. Oprah,
We came 4 times?
each time you cried? Yeah, and then we had a baby.
So you came and cried.
4 more. Uno, dos, tres.
Cream.
Baby, beautiful baby. I was like, whoa. Oh.
Wah. So that's Liv. That's the story
That's
of Liv's conception.
Thanks, Dad.
Is he still with BB?
I don't believe that they're still together.
But they were for a very long time, correct?
I would say absolutely not.
Oh, wait. Who has he been with for a long time
I
then?
don't know who his current paramour is.
All right.
I saw a show on Thursday, January 12th, 2012. It was called Snake Man of Appalachia. This is a Pentecostal preacher.
What's his name?
His name is
No, the guy we were just talking about, Steven Tyler. Thank you.
Stefan Tyler. Are you talking about Steven Tyler? Are you talking about a Verlin Short?
Yeah, Teresa Barrick. He was with from '88 to 2006.
Okay, so right when we started the show, he was
And
like
Serinda Fox. He was with from '78 to '87.
Serinda Fox is Mia's mom, right?
And then Teresa Barrick, I believe, is the one that started tying all the scarves around his fucking shit.
Yeah, he had to, she's the Teresa Scarf Woman, they call her, right?
Yeah, she was the one that like gave him his whole like look.
Serinda Fox is married to David Johansen as well. I think that's Mia's mom. And I think she was with Bowie too.
And then Chelsea Tyler is Teresa Barrick's.
Is another kid?
31.
You should marry her.
I should?
And then Steven Tyler can be your father-in-law. And you can rap
she
each
looks
other.
like Liv. She looks like her dad.
Beautiful, like her father.
Big mouth.
Beautiful lips.
Full mouth.
Beautiful, feminine, angular features.
Wait, you didn't know this person?
I didn't know he had a child with this lover. Stunning.
Where were we? I'm sorry.
I'm talking about Verlin Short. He's the snake man of Appalachia. Pentecostal preacher. Snake handler.
I think he gets bit, doesn't he?
Well, in my name, Mark 16, shall they cast out devils. They shall speak with new tongues. They shall take up serpents. And if they drink any deadly thing, it shall not hurt them. They shall lay hands on the sick, and they shall receive. When you're a Pentecostal preacher, he said, listen, I want to let everyone know we're the same as everyone else. We ain't any different from people that live in the big city. What'd you just say, fucking idiot? You stupid fucking idiot. You Appalachian fucking idiot. We ain't no different from the big city folk. Dog, you handle snakes.
In the name of Jesus.
In the name of Jesus. Way different from me in the big city. I drink coffee and watch documentaries. So different.
In the name of Jesus.
In the name of Jesus, yes.
But that stops there.
We're all the same. No, we're not.
Is that the one where the kid gets bit and he's like touch and go?
Yeah, like you're fine. It's like swelling as we're watching it.
Pray the poison out.
Call Steve and wrap scarves on it. Go Steven, just Uncle Steven just wrapping scarves on a huge arm.
Uncle Steve.
No one can see it, right? Yeah, no one can see it.
Call Uncle Stephen. Fuck. Tell him to come from the big city with his scarves.
Big city with all his scarves. Just tell him to wear extra socks. Yeah, I mean, he's doing the interview. He's sitting cross-legged.
Yeah.
He's like picking the feet, like putting him in the camera. It's like, ah!
Well, he also wears, like all those old aging front men,
Yeah,
they all wind up wearing Lululemon fucking flared yoga pants.
Yeah.
Like, all of them. They all like start stealing their wives' fucking
They just look like
Lululemons.
sexy, like yoga grandmas. That's my Instagram.
Like Ugg boots.
Sexy yoga grandmas.
They all
It's
look
a
like
lot of
Janice
actual grandmas.
Dickinson. They all turn into
also-
Janice
yeah.
Dickinson. All rock and roll
Beautiful.
frontmen.
Beautiful frontman. Is that a real grandmother or an old rock star?
Is that an old front man?
You tell me. It's the beauty.
Can't tell the
The
difference.
beauty of my gram. Drew Barrymore, this is February of 2012, will release a white wine. It's a crispy, dry, and fruity Pinot Gris, of course.
Of course. It's what we all drank
Why wouldn't you?
back in the day
In the
together.
wine game. Why
that was
wouldn't
our
you be in the wine
fucking
game?
that was our get down.
With grapes from northern Italy, the bottle will feature her family crest. It's only $19.99 a bottle. Wine is all about the journey, Miss Barrymore said. The discovery of new places and new varieties.
New bathrooms. New urgent cares.
Yeah.
New public restrooms.
So I don't know if that's. I guess when you're at that top of your game like that, you can get into the wine game.
Is that wine available now?
I don't know. She's more focused on September 14th for her Daily Talker, the Drew Barrymore show. Perfect timing with Ellen on the way out, and here comes Drew, and the rest is motherfucking history. Could your timing be any better? We're going to spend an hour every day celebrating life, she told me.
Jesus.
How's your daytime talk show that's going to be absolutely enormous? Right?
I don't know. I would think so.
Ellen's out. Drew's in.
Ellen out.
Ellen out. Drew in. Drew Carey? No. February 2012. Taco Bell is getting rid of its slogan, "Think outside the bun." And they're replacing it with a brand new slogan.
Live Moss?
Baby, it's time to do what?
Live Moss?
Best believe it. And you've been living that mantra every day
I was
since.
living it a year or two before.
I believe you were the one that suggested it at a focus group in Covina in the summer of 2011. You guys ever thinking about maybe retiring the bun and living Moss? Yeah?
Live Moss is still the
Live
slogan?
Moss is still the slogan.
So that's a good run.
It's a great run.
It also means it's going to be going away pretty soon, right?
Well, Think Outside the Bun was from 2001 to 2012.
All right.
Oh, shit. You heard it here first.
What is it going to be for the what is this? Because they're also removing some things from the menu, you know.
I didn't know that.
I think chalupas are out. A couple other things are going away.
Any
People
reason
are
why?
really upset about it.
Why? But why are they? They want to refresh.
Because they don't.
You have to.
They're not popular. They don't sell.
So
So they can't be bothered
Are they gonna
to
get the-
teach people how to make them.
get in the pizza game. What are they going to do?
I don't
know,
know,
Taco
but what
Bell's
is that
pizza
new
now,
Taco
flatbread
Bell slogan
pizzas.
going to be?
We're now flatbread pizzas.
Taco Bell,
Flatbread pizzas.
now known for our flatbed. Flatbeds.
It was in March of 2012. We got a voicemail. And it was calling us a couple of sobros. So it seems that maybe you were just like dipping into like, you know what, I'm going to put the bottle down, enjoy my sobro here, and just see what happens. Is that possible?
No.
No.
I must have been pretending to get sober. Right?
Could be. So long ago.
Well, I've only been sober this time around for...
A long time. February 13 was a long time ago. 14.
15.
15.
I don't know. It's 3
17.
years.
17.
Thank you. So that's 5 years.
I was thinking our 11 years.
Somebody called in 2012 and called us sobros?
Yeah, I think maybe you were... Could there have been any time in there where you were like...
I'm sure. Like maybe spooked myself?
Yeah, for a couple of weeks. Sober. Vegetarian. Well, why you have a fish fillet wrapper in the back of your car and like an empty like Budweiser?
Like opium.
Don't worry about it. It's opium. And fish don't count.
Fish don't count. This is opium.
My priest said fish don't count on Fridays at Mickey D's. So get the fuck out of here.
I must have stopped for a sec.
A couple of sobros. I mean, it's a couple of sobros now. It's gosh darn true right now.
Yeah. True.
The Council of Fashion Designers, this is in March of 2012, of America, they announced the nominees and the honorees for their 2012 Fashion Awards show to be held at Lincoln Center on Monday, June 4th. This is the 50th anniversary celebration that they will be giving out their Fashion Icon Award. They're giving it out to a male recipient. This will be the first time a man has been given this honor in the history of the show. In 50 years, a man has never presented himself to the public so elegantly that the Council of Fashion Designers of America would let that man walk that stage.
You want to guess who this is?
That man, it can be only one. Keep it in the Steven Tyler, imagine Steven Tyler motif.
Depp?
You got it.
I mean, he's an icon.
He is an icon.
Fashion icon.
A fashion icon. So I'm imagining a hat. I'm imagining a ring on every finger, maybe a skull, a cross, rosaries,
some malas, some beads,
rosaries and beads up to maybe
elbow,
elbow,
turquoise,
if you will, on the right side.
jades,
4 vests or 5 vests?
Couple of vests.
Okay. How many overcoats? 2 trench coats and a leather jacket.
Bespoken coats.
Bespoken coats, if you will. Lifts, about 6 inches. Suede.
Boot cut.
Boot cut flare.
Eyeliner.
If you will.
Maybe a mustache of some sort. Some
Maybe
type
a wisp.
A wisp of facial hair.
Like a French
smattering.
A French count from the 17th century.
Smattering of
who
facial
just did
hair.
something possibly illegal.
Hints
of illegality.
Mischievous
a
facial
musk
hair.
of mischievous illegality in Lincoln Center. Thank you. For what? You look fucking stupid.
Did he look stupid in 2012? Yeah.
Oh, Doug. The last time he looked good is when he trashed that fucking hotel in New York 30 fucking years ago. It's the last time he ever looked good. People have been really fucking vouching for that kid for a long time.
True.
That's what happens. You do a few, it gets in your fucking psyche. You know? You do an Edward Scissorhands, you get half the fucking population wet, and they'll ride you out for 30 fucking years. They'll ride it. Oh, he's still good. He's still good?
Still got it.
Still got it. I'm reading that libel suit with his ex-wife there. They're talking about his accountants came to him and they'd been stealing from him and he hadn't paid taxes in forever, and he's like, it's almost embarrassing to admit, but they told me after Pirates 2 and 3 I'd made $700 million. He is just what?
No idea.
No idea.
I made $700 million.
I'm embarrassed to say.
Embarrassed to say that he fell for it?
To say that he spent $100 million on scarves.
He didn't make $700 million. No one's made that.
Johnny D did. Last time he looked good was he got arrested trashing that fucking hotel. Shouldn't say that. I'd have to go through. I need a full...
See where it turns?
Yeah, I'll see. I could tell you. I could pinpoint it. March 15th, 2012, Season 14, Episode 1 of VH1's Behind the Music. Behind the Music started in August of 1997.
What was the first one?
I'm going to tell you who the first musical outfit is. It was a duo.
Behind the Music.
Think of something salacious. They're a musical pop duo. Who would need this treatment to go behind the music?
It's like an Ike and Tina or some shit? Or...
Well, that's actually good.
Oh, so probably not. Though.
More, very, very much less relevant to music as it is, but still a very wild story. Something that would be real hot in 97 on VH1. Sure. Back when this would happen.
Very adult contemporary?
No, when I tell you who it is, you'd be like, oh, of course it was 97. That would blow our minds because we didn't know anything. It didn't have anything. There was no internet, so anything they presented us as a documentary was earth-shattering. Milli Vanilli.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean? You'd be like, did you hear? Yeah. Hear about what? Milli Vanilli? Oh, yeah, you lived when they didn't make shit. And so you heard it only through piecemeal because there was no internet to look anybody up. So you knew that they lip synced, right?
Yeah. They're put up to it.
Were they? Yeah, watch this doc.
It's a documentary.
It's a documentary.
It's a hard-hitting doc. Watch it.
Armando Christian Perez was featured on Season 14, Episode 1. When you talk about a pit bull, it has a very fierce reputation. But if you know about a pit bull, it's a very, very loving and loyal dog. Is that true?
Yes.
Just like everything, it depends on how it's raised. Is that true?
Yes.
When you speak about it, it doesn't understand the word lose. It doesn't understand give up.
I don't know about that.
Well, it probably doesn't because it's a dog and you're speaking about concepts.
Talking about words and
concepts.
concepts.
Words and English concepts. Doesn't understand give up. Doesn't understand quit. So when it fights...
But it does understand sit and stay.
Yeah, so it actually does understand English. Okay.
Leave it, but not quit.
Okay.
Leave it, it knows.
Rocco, come in here and watch this Behind the Music with me and tell me what you think about it. Dog, you know it's true. It fights to the death, but it feels...
Oh, this is a lot.
Like it's fighting for something.
He's really writing on this.
And who it's fighting for...
is Mr. Worldwide.
Its owner. Well, my owner's life. And that's what I fight for.
Keeps going,
Oh,
huh?
he just can't stop. So again, are you Mr. Worldwide? Yes, but listen. My owner is life. Life owns you? That sounds bad.
I thought you're not supposed to.
But you're like, there's no fight or give up or quit.
My owner is life.
Life owns this ass. My career is owned by life.
Time life?
March 2012, there was a lot of talk on UhhYeahDude that if you happen to get pregnant this month, what will become of that baby come December 21st, 2012? There it
That
is.
shit fucking vaporizes.
Yeah!
That indigo vaporizes.
Yeah, it was here, right? Well, it was
2
a
seconds
second ago. Man. Wow. So I guess there was a calendar from the Mayan people, and it foretold of the end of an epoch, if you will, on December 21st, 2012. Happened to fall on a Friday. New movies come out on Friday. I guess that's a bummer for people at the cinema. And then so everybody said, oh shit,
The world's gonna end.
the world's going to end.
Finally.
Finally.
The Mayans knew.
Did they know?
It's a long count calendar.
What does that mean?
I don't know.
Okay. Sounds good. Because I use a short count. It's called timeanddate.com whenever I have to look something up online. March 2012, Playboy advisor TH from St. Louis, Missouri said, my girlfriend of many years passed away 6 months ago. I have many explicit photos of her, and they still turn me on. Is it morally, emotionally, or ethically wrong to masturbate to them?
I'd love to know what I answered.
You would say no.
I said no then, and
would
I mean
say
no now.
Yes, yes, and yes.
Okay.
Fully fucking illegal.
Absolutely not.
Sick mother bastard.
It's your fucking person. It's your soulmate.
It's your dead soulmate. It's your twin flame. I'm gonna fucking burn you me up. Oh!
Is it?
I remember you.
Fuck, I remember you.
I remember you. Guy wants to know.
Of course he wants to know.
Absolutely in love. They're in love. Two souls became one.
I don't think...
One perished. What is he supposed to do?
I don't know, man.
He can't go on.
You're an asshole.
He can't go on.
That's what I know.
This rock hard boner. Fully fucking illegal. Can't go on.
It seems like
Totally.
it might even be
Romantic.
a sweet gesture.
Yeah. Light some votives. Put some rose petals out. Fill the whole fucking room with
It's
pictures
like
of her.
a ritual.
Yeah, get a cork board. Like a ritual. Anytime ritual comes in, that's not creepy. It's more like a ritual.
Like a sacred ritual.
Like a sacred pagan So I would just,
Listen, man.
corkboard it, fill the wall with photos, light some votives, run a bath, and remember.
I don't think it's cool to...
You don't want to forget the dead. That's the most important thing.
well, I don't think it's cool to...
One way to never forget them is to come to pictures of them every day. That's how you'll never forget them. Never forget me. Come to me every day forever. I loved you. If you loved me, you'd come to me every day forever. You'd come to me every day forever.
Come on a picture of me every day.
Every day forever if you really loved me. You don't love me.
I don't think it's cool to masturbate to deceased porn stars.
Interesting.
However,
People that you don't know. People
but
that you
a
only know
loved
of.
one that you shared that with,
It's real life.
that you had that
IRL
connection with, that those
experience.
pictures were given to you at the time, that person wanted you to have them and wanted you to be sexually gratified from them. The idea that that person, having since passed, wouldn't still want you to be able to do that. I can't think that would be true. That somehow by dying, I no longer like you to jerk off to my pictures.
That I would want that part of our loving relationship to cease.
Why?
I would actually want it to go on forever.
I mean,
I'd
that's...
appreciate it if you never found anyone else and you just, this was our thing, your thing forever.
What if you met somebody who...
Incorporated me into that relationship.
who you began to have a relationship with, but you also found out, by the way, I'll never cheat on you, but I do
Let
pleasure
you know.
myself to footage and or photographs
Of my
my ex, my deceased ex.
A woman would totally go for that. She'd love to hear it. She'd be right in. Let's get married. Yeah, right away. Not a red flag. Not a red flag at all. And now, when I'm with you, actually, around, in the bed, there will also be photos of Sarah, if that's okay. They're very explicit, though.
Sarah.
Are you into it?
Not into it.
Oh, your name is Sarah, too? Weird.
No, not into it, but
okay with it.
But
and into it. Oh, you do that to your ex-husband, too? Great, we'll just fill the bed with photos of him and just lay in it and fuck. Ooh, we're fucking creepy. This is legal.
Maybe once you move on in your life, it would be time to retire them. Yes, but in the process of grieving and mourning
and coming.
My
grieving process involves ejaculate.
What, dude? You got to do something.
You have to.
With all that loss,
all that grief
and energy.
Grief.
I bet you that happens more than we think.
More than we want to think about.
More than we want to think about. And I bet you it happens on both sides of on all sides of the gender spectrum. In all parts of the gender wheel.
Respect you have for your favorite performers, that if they happen to meet an untimely demise, that you retire. I like that. I found that very respectful. Couldn't possibly. Her looking down on me. The ultimate show of respect. Ultimate.
Yeah, I can't do that.
Yeah, I was watching the 2020 AVNs, Best Anal Scene, The Anal Awakening, Emily Willis and Ramon Navarro, of course.
Sorry.
Emily Willis gets on stage.
What's that?
The Anal Awakening, Best Anal Scene.
Who did you say gets on stage?
2020 AVNs. Emily Willis gets up on stage.
You said Rumor Willis.
Her friend is with her. Yeah, Rumor is actually doing hardcore pornography now. You didn't hear?
I thought she was maybe just a guest.
She has a friend who's with one hand has her phone up, filming her accepting her award. The other hand over her mouth, bawling amazing. You've never seen such a friend. So excited for her. Ramon, I want to thank you for fucking my ass. Traditional, actual fucking some excitement. And for my fans, you will keep fucking jerking it. I'm like, fans, we will.
We can't stop.
We can't stop, even if you're dead.
Except Jonathan.
We'll always do it even when you're dead. Out of respect, Jonathan won't. Everybody else will. Unless you guys get married. Then he will. Can you hear me? Are you backstage?
Wait, though. The other thing I came to my attention the other day, and I've been meaning to bring it up, was that the titles that we read every year for the AVN nominees.
Yeah.
The names used to be always, back in the day, they were puns. They were references to other
current events,
non-porn films or current events. Variations on a theme, that type of thing. The reason they are what they are now,
which isn't like what more,
it's all because of search engine technology and algorithms.
You want to make it, you mean, easier to...
So the names themselves, the titles have to include what it is that someone would search.
Open vaginas are fantastic. It's an odd title for your film.
Cheerleader eats mom's face off for dinner,
Cheerleader eats mom's face. By face, I mean box. For dinner.
Yeah.
They have to...
It has to have the things inside of it.
If you will. That's Inside Out. That was a Pixar
but
joint. You see that?
But because of
Triple X parody by Axel Braun?
No.
Inside Out, Inside was his...
So that was the reason titles shifted...
Went from being clever and fun to now
being just these wild...
Yeah.
But you know what I'm saying, right? And it makes sense because they have to be clickable keywords have to be included in the titles now, as opposed to, Schindler's Fist.
You can't, because they don't let us think anymore. No. Good call.
So in order to keep,
The AI
but that
fucked it
didn't
up.
dawn on me that I was like, oh, right, at the point of internet taking over, that the requirements for a title needed to shift in order to be
Yes.
searchable and findable, as opposed to clever, like, oh, that stands
Like-
out when you drive by it at the at the naughty fucking theater or
Yeah,
whatever.
because we're always that's usually how I see a film. I'll drive by a XXX theater and then I saw it for Get Out. It was Get In, and I was like,
I
so
will.
I just pull right into the parking lot.
Don't
here.
mind if I do.
We okay?
Get In was good.
Get In was a fabulous film. Can't search it because it doesn't.
Can't find it. Cannot find it.
If it said Get In Grandma's fucking muff, maybe some of the fucking algorithms could get me there. I missed it. Ultra Music Fest in Miami, March 23rd, 24th, and 25th, 2012. Madonna's on stage. Hey, how many people in the crowd have seen Molly? And then everyone's like, ooh, Grandma.
Me.
Everyone was like, me, but gross, Grandma.
Me, stop it,
Me,
Grandma.
stop. She was 54 years old at the time.
Yeah, she fucking...
Her 12th studio album, which was named, this is actually the greatest album name of all time, MDNA. Thank you.
So good.
You did it there.
Totally nailed it.
You
then.
nailed it. I mean, you didn't do it. The record exec did it. Great job by her. But what you said on stage, oh, I didn't like it. Grandma? How many people in the crowd have seen my dear old friend Molly? Me? All of us, I guess. Actually, Deadmau5 got really mad at her because she was associating ecstasy and drugs with this music. He thought that was crass.
Yeah, he doesn't like that.
He doesn't like that. But this stupid fucking head, he doesn't think that, like,
you have to be on Molly.
Have to be on anything. Do you have to be on drugs to wear that stupid fucking head? Yeah, so he got really mad about his head being so stupid, and that she would even suggest that 114 degrees in South Beach, that we'd be out listening to garbage, that we'd have to be high on a very powerful and efficient drug to withstand it. How dare you make that assumption? Everyone would come here if we drug tested them and they had to be sober. Deadmau5, there's 30 people here.
Yeah, tough.
March 2012. Some researchers from Notre Dame, they specialize in human cognition and how the visual world guides behavior. They teamed up with some colleagues from Purdue University. They conducted a study. It will be appearing I guess it has appeared, in the Journal of Experimental Psychology, Human Perception and Performance. They took some experiments where subjects were shown multiple images of people on a computer screen, and then determined whether the person was holding a gun or if they were holding a neutral object, such as a soda can or a cell phone. Subjects did this while holding either a toy gun in their hand or something neutral like a foam football. So you're holding either a gun or a Nerf football, and you're watching people holding a gun or a Coke can. What they found is that the researchers, in these situations, even though they varied them, sometimes having the people in the images sometimes wear ski masks, sometimes be old ladies. It didn't matter what the subjects were shown. Regardless of the situation the observers found themselves in, the study showed that the people responding with a gun, people with a gun were more biased to report that the person that they were looking at had a gun, the people that were holding one.
Well, just ask cops.
So holding a gun, the title of the paper, holding a gun makes you think others are too.
Fuck, man.
So you
We
got a
are
gun in
like
your hand.
who
Oh,
we
it
are.
don't matter.
You don't even have a gun in your hand. You have a water gun in your hand.
I got a
And
water
you
gun in my hand.
and you
This
think
guy's got a Capri Sun. I just blasted him in the chest. A little old lady came out with a walker, and she pulled out a tiny banana, and I shot her in the face. Immediately. Got you. Why, young man?
Yeah.
Well, because of that banana. Oh, shit. So it really just gets you fired up, huh? Just that piece.
We just get fired up.
We just get fired up.
I mean, like you're saying, we can say a girl's name. I can't think straight.
Yeah, what if they were whispering
Put
girls'
something in
names?
my hand and I assume that you have one in your... we're all jacked.
So essentially, if you walked into a 7-Eleven with a gun in your hand and I just came behind you and whispered Emily, you would just shoot the fucking...
Everyone.
Why? Shot everyone. I killed everybody in the 7-Eleven. And they're all dead.
Because you said Sharon
Well,
was coming over.
I had a plastic water gun and he whispered Emily in my ear. So everyone's dead. But I have the studies. If my attorney could just please present some cognitive studies.
Printouts.
I have some printouts from my favorite podcast. Would that help the jury?
It's so bad.
We are not doing well as people.
No.
Just on a basic, just level.
Super basic.
Just basic, like
one base
in a lab.
Foundational, functional,
real
sort
dumb.
of baseboard kind of functions.
Baseboard brain game. Oh yeah, I saw him, man. Yeah. Oh yeah.
They all were
He had a
strapped.
black hoodie and they're all strapped. There was a 12-year-old girl wearing an orange T-shirt. Oh, was it? I'm sorry. I got this mail sent from the Family Radio family. This was in March.
Of this year?
Of March of 2012.
Thank you.
They were Harold Camping. May God bless you, Seth. He's humbly...
Heavy,
He's acknowledging, he's apologizing.
heavy correspondence between you guys at this stage of your life.
Well, I had made some major fucking plans, and by making major plans, I mean made no plans, because in May of the previous year, it was supposed to be over. So it really kind of fucked up my 401k. You don't need it. I went to the bank. I was like, everybody.
Cash it out, guys.
Cash it out. May 21, my friend Harold.
Mr. Camping.
Mr. Camping, good old friend. Seth, I'm very sorry. We humbly apologize. We acknowledge that we were wrong about our timing. We must openly acknowledge that we have no new evidence pointing to another date for the end of the world. Though many dates are circulating amongst us, Family Radio has no interest in even considering naming another date at this moment.
Very responsible.
Yes, God has humbled us through the events of May 21st, 2011, and so we continue to be even more fervently search the scriptures to find the actual dates. Please be faithful in your commitment and in your understanding. May God bless you. Very kind. Didn't have to do that.
No.
Didn't have to do this. A lot more than you get from other people.
Listen,
nice.
it leads me to believe that they really
Might be
did
onto
think that they
something.
had cracked the code.
They did. We weren't making it up.
They were shocked as we were when it didn't
May
happen.
of 2011. Why would I get a letter in March of 2012 addressed to me if he wasn't honestly, apoplectic and apologetic? He wrote in it, I'm very sorry about the banking mishaps I heard you had where you gave all the money away. We don't need it. On May 20th, I walked out and I went like Big Lebowski. I threw it and it just blew back in my face. I said, it's okay. We don't need it. April of 2012, I was watching a PBS American Experience about Jesse Owens at the 1936 Olympics. In Nazi Germany, in Berlin, the Summer Olympics, Hitler was very excited to showcase his idea of Aryan supremacy. Mr. Jesse Owens, born in Alabama, grew up in Ohio. He had something else to say about that, winning 4 gold medals for the United States of America. So did real good right there. Shut everybody down right quick. Found out that President Franklin D. Roosevelt, they never called him, never sent him a telegram, never invited him to the White House when he came back. That's maybe not the nicest thing.
Not the coolest thing.
Because we kind of made a huge statement over here. Everyone was just fucking like, dabbing. I think that's where they invented dabbing at the 1936 Olympics.
Jesse Owens.
Jesse Owens dabbed on Hitler. That's the first known
Award
dabbing.
ceremony.
They say Tebowing. I watched the thing where Seth Green in Can't Buy Me Love, they believe that he was Tebowed before Tebow ever Tebowed. Before he ever fucking got down. Seth Green in Can't Buy Me Love in 1987. Release date, Tim Tebow's birthday. You can't make it up.
What is the context in which Seth Green does it in the movie?
In the movie, he's got it just drop right down in fucking Tebow. And then here you have it. On that day, Tim Tebow is being born, and then later in life.
Tebow stealing his move?
Isn't that amazing? So you tell me when Jesse Owens dabbed in Hitler's fucking face in 1936, which reminded me, I was watching an Ali documentary. He won the gold medal at the 1960 Summer Olympics in Rome. I'm the greatest. Came back to Louisville, couldn't eat in a diner. Really, get out of here. So is everything okay? We all been asking us. Every week we're asking. But the point of this is that this pomp and ceremony, Leni Riefenstahl, and you've seen, where they created this amazing display at the opening fucking ceremony of how, fantastic that they wanted to present to the world. U.S. distance runner Louis Zamperini was the subject of the Laura Hillenbrand book Unbroken that Angelina Jolie directed a movie of. He was shot down, was dying at sea, was rescued, but is actually rescued by like the Japanese, became a prisoner of war. It's like an insane story. Before all this happened, he was a runner for the United States at the 36 Olympics.
Prior to this.
Prior to all of that happening in his life, going to war and like literally at sea, like everybody, the only one left, dead,
but then rescued.
Sees a boat come.
Thank God.
Jesus, you done it.
Oh,
fuck.
My bad.
They released 25,000 pigeons. This was during the opening ceremony. He's standing there like in his red, white, and blue fucking Fila. I think Fila did the outfits right. The sky was clouded with pigeons. The pigeons circled overhead. And then they shot a cannon, and it scared the poop out of the pigeons. We had straw hats, flat straw hats, and you could hear the pitter-patter on our straw hats. We felt very sorry for the women because they got it all in their hair. I mean, there was mass droppings. There was 25,000 shitting pigeons flying over us. It was pretty funny.
What a fucking...
How's you... Doc. But, because the world sucked in 1936 and we didn't have shit.
We don't get to see that.
We don't get to see it. We'd be wearing, like, sweatshirts of, like, people like this with the shit coming down. You get that new sweatshirt? Yeah, I got it at Target. It was only $30. It says shit happens. And it's 4 Olympic athletes like this. No footage. You didn't put that in your fucking Leni Riefenstahl. You didn't put that in your big film. 25,000 pigeons overhead. Athletes from every country. A cannon goes. Go. That straw hat came in handy, though. Woo! Kidding me?
That's so crazy.
They don't talk about that. Louis did, though, for us. Never forget that. So after that happened, fucking Jesse Owens dabbing on Hitler, covered in shit. You guys look so stupid. Because you're talking about this black dude's winning all the gold medals, and everyone is like dabbing on your shit fucking covered face. You look so stupid. This is April of 2012. Dads with postnatal depression are more likely to fix on negatives and be more critical of themselves when talking to their new babies, says research published in the journal Psychological Medicine. We found there were differences in the way depressed dads talk to their babies compared to fathers without depression.
Yeah.
38 fathers, half of whom were depressed, were asked to play and speak to their 3-month-olds for 3 minutes. The babies were sat in their infant seats and then face-to-face interaction, father and son. I mean, these are this is how we're entering into the world. Father and child. What? Say that again?
You said father and son.
Father and
child.
Father and child. The researchers found that fathers with depression were more negative about themselves and their infants in their speech in comparison to fathers who weren't depressed. The words also focus more on themselves and their experiences in their depression and less on these beautiful babies. Examples included, I'm not able to make you smile. Mm-hmm. Dumb daddy can't make you smile. I mean, this is the saddest... To have to sit through that glass, and you'd be crying if you were...
You don't want to play this with me.
You hate to play with stupid dumb daddy, but you love to play with smart mommy. Dumb daddy's going to go for a walk. You can't walk. Daddy's not as good as mommy. Dad!
Come on.
Come on, man!
Cheer
it's
up.
It's a fucking baby, yo! Aren't you stoked about your baby? Don't fuck this baby up. So you fuck them up from the get? Like that's your thing? Are you tired?
I'm tired.
I'm fucking exhausted about everything. Your mom, work. Fuck, man. You know, I had to get a new muffler, and Dad, I don't know what the fuck a muffler is. Shut the fuck up. Stop talking about your fucking experiences and give me, like, food. Yeah, like, I mean, it said on the Craigslist ad that the muffler was new, but, like, I think the muffler's old. Like your dad.
Like your dumb dad.
Daddy hasn't lasted very long playing, has he? He never lasts long. Ask your mom. He's a little two-pump fucking chump bitch. Ask your mom.
Dad's a two-pump chump. Daddy's a two-pump chump.
Hey, honey. Your dad's a little fucking two-pump chump. Ask your mom.
Ask your mom.
She'll tell you.
Go ahead.
I can't. I can't. This is an actual quote from a father. I can't think of anything to do it all of a sudden. I have you right in front of me, my beautiful baby.
And all I want to do is nothing.
Do is nothing.
All I want to do is ignore you.
All I want to do is zoom, and
shit.
Dad, you're fucking bumming me out.
What do you think? Because we know that mothers go through it because there's an actual hormonal shift and a biological thing.
Well, they got to do the whole fucking thing.
That's what I mean. So have we gotten down to... Is this just dudes and their expectations as to like,
it's just
this
dudes.
is going to be awesome, and then it's like, this isn't awesome, this sucks.
Wait a minute. You didn't have to fucking do anything. Did you see what happened to her in there? You didn't even do anything the whole fucking time.
Or is there like an actual, like, something happens? There's like a biochemical thing that happens. It can't.
I'm sure someone's going to put some bullshit.
Yeah,
they always say
actually,
like, when fathers, I think, are with newborns, their testosterone levels go down, and I think that's to keep you bonded to the unit of the family. Does that make sense?
Sure.
I know I've read that like
so that you don't
you're not like out fucking
yeah.
Oh, new baby, I can make another one. Yeah, I know you can.
But just kick it with this one.
But kick it for a month. And then say a lot of depressing shit to it and then bounce.
Tough.
Let's close out April here.
Gotta be
Members
tough.
of the U.S. military, especially enlisted troops in the Army and Marines, were significantly more likely to cause auto accidents within 6 months of returning from deployment, according to a new study by USAA Property and Casualty Insurance Group. It's a major insurer for military families. These veterans probably are engaging in survival driving habits for a war zone. Oh, God. Such as not stopping in traffic, driving fast, and making sudden, unpredictable turns. But those driving practices create havoc back in the United States.
Thank you.
Yeah. Yeah, when the road's not littered with IEDs and it's just smart cars, it would be a huge problem.
Yeah, driving on the sidewalk and making herky jerk move.
Move it! Turn around! Guy. You're in a fucking Honda Civic. Well, I don't know. Shouldn't make light because we don't know what
they went through.
But hey!
But if that's the case, maybe don't let them fucking... Maybe don't... Don't hop in a Prius.
Dog, you're in New Hampshire, not Fallujah. Like, hello? I mean, there's got to be some, like, you know?
We don't know.
We don't know. But shouldn't somebody say...
Somebody should know.
Hey, you're in New Hampshire, not Fallujah.
Yeah.
And why are you still wearing all the fucking camo? Put jeans and a hoodie on. Well, no, I'm back home and I'm surprising my kids, so I stay in full camo. Why? Do they always do that? You're home, get a duffel bag, put on jeans and a hoodie, and greet your family. I'm returning back, so I go in my full military camo. Why do you do that? That's so stupid. I'm going to surprise him at school. He doesn't know I'm back. So we're going to show up at the school. We're going to make a huge deal. Do you want to put on jeans and a hoodie? No. I'm going to keep my fucking full camo on. We're in New Hampshire. Oh, man. A lot of crazy driving.
Wacky driving.
Wacky wartime.
Falusian
Wacky
style.
Fallujah driving. We're in Salem, New Hampshire.
Falusian style driving.
Wow, man. Again, though,
Who knows?
I don't have a fucking kid, and I wasn't in Fallujahs. What the fuck do I know?
So.
But I would know. Man, fucking shit. If the kid's in front of you, fucking wake up and don't say, fake it. Don't say, you can be miserable. Just be like, Daddy's wicked happy. This is the best decision ever. You got big, beautiful eyes. Daddy smile. And then bounce.
Yeah.
Get your shit right. You don't got to be there being a fucking dick.
Yeah.
Right?
Yes.
I mean, I guess it's, again, you might be in a, you're just,
No.
your head's, no.
You can still fake it.
You can still fucking
I've been
fake it.
faking it.
I've been faking it every day for 30 fucking years. Oh, I love life. Life be good.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man. It's the little things, man. What, the little things? You know, man. Coffee, man.
Don't sweat the small
Don't sweat
stuff,
the
man.
small stuff, man. Take the dogs for a walk. Ooh, fresh air. I'll make it till tomorrow. Fuck, man.
All right, we're gonna wrap this up.
We have to. I'm gonna lose it.
Come back for the second half of 2012.
I mean, you gotta just.
So, you know, I have this theory about it, right? That
About
we're gonna
2012 or
about as we come through this, we're gonna figure
up
out
to December. You
that
mean
there was
something did happen?
something did happen.
It could have happened in 2015, but somewhere along the way it happened.
We're gonna figure it out.
Oh, it did happen.
888-842-2357 is our toll-free voicemail. We are commercial free and we are listener supported. So if you would like to keep this show going and keep it ad free and also free to the world, you could pledge to us on our Patreon page. That also gives you access to the early episodes that aren't on the iTunes feed and gives you access to all of the video episodes of these shows that we do. Go to our website, UhhYeahDude.com. There's merch. There's click-throughs for shows, for tickets and stuff like that. Show notes, all sorts of stuff there.
You have 888-842-2357. Toll-free voicemail, did you say? You can call that up.
Call that up.
You know,
it's toll-free.
It's thank you so much. Anybody that has supported us in any way, sending mail, coming to a live show, calling the voicemail. Everybody that has gone out of their way to like go on Patreon and do that, cannot thank you enough. We want to keep doing the show because we want to find out where it did. Was there a turn?
Well, when did
I want to just real quick.
When did it
as
shift?
we run through August here, on the documentary series tip, can I just do a brief, so
Please.
we're all know, you know, there was a 5-part series on Showtime. It was called Outcry, but a Texas high school football star named Greg Kelly and his controversial conviction for child molestation. 5-part series, definitely worth watching. I watched a 4-part series on Amazon Prime Video called The Last Narc. This is your series here. This is about the Mexican drug cartel, the Guadalajara cartel, which is the precursor to the Sinaloa cartel. In the mid-'80s, they kidnapped, tortured, and killed an American DEA agent, Kiki Hernandez. We're going to explore and find the truth of what happened. But I'm just telling you, what happened was CIA, DEA, it goes deep. Iran-Contra. This is on Amazon Prime Video. The Last Narc. 4 parts, 45 minutes each, 3 hours, you're in, you're out. Bye.
Dope.
Thank you. Sunday, August 23rd on HBO, The Vow. Now, these are 2 I haven't seen yet, but, you know. Yep.
You got a hunch.
Nexium and its leader, Keith Raniere, that we call Vanguard. Of course we do. You might remember Nexium. I believe some people called it a sex cult. There was the DOS, the Dominus Obsequious Sororium, which was the secret sisterhood of women within Nexium.
Which was basically just him.
Multi-level marketing, sex cults.
Yeah.
IMDb's telling me it's an 8-episode series. Whoa, I mean, dog, a lot of these stretch.
Yes.
A lot of these stretch.
Yes. But I mean...
A lot of these stretch.
Yeah.
They stretch.
Yes.
Most of them stretch.
Yes.
Some of them don't. Most of them do. Make millions. I'm watching episode 2 of fucking Helter Skelter. Great. Let's find out where's Chuck from. Let's get his fucking story. I'm listening to some fucking woman some 80-year-old that grew up in the town in fucking Ohio that he's in, and they interview her 19 fucking times. Stretch! Love Fraud on Showtime, Sunday, August 30th. 4 parts. This follows the search for Richard Scott Smith, who used the internet in his dubious charms to prey on unsuspecting women looking for love. I guess from the trailer, this dude is like, married her, dated her, took her money, stole her money. They band together, a group of the women that all find out like, oh, you fucked that fool? And they exact revenge in real time, I'm told.
Oh. All right.
It's like live, I guess.
Live
revenge.
streaming
it's called on A&E. Live revenge.
Live stream revenge.
Wow, it's like Big Brother.
All right.
Those, I mean, I know Outcry and Last Narc
Legit.
are both legit. I'm assuming
at least part of it will be
at least
legit.
we're going to see some
because literally the only other show that's been made about it was I think on Bravo or A&E, and it was terrible.
So bad.
Yeah. Although horrific.
Oh,
some of his stuff, but it was done for like bad. Like it was like after this, check out Dr. Pimple Popper.
Yeah.
You know, like it's just like so bad.
Before we say goodbye, I'm going to take you to Winchester, Virginia. When The Greatest Showman was released in movie theaters in December of 2017, Herb and Don Dinius immediately fell in love with the musical.
Uh-huh. As we did here when we watched it.
We watched, what, about...
3 of us.
Me, you, and Jeff watched maybe...
Good hour?
45 minutes? An hour?
Let's say an hour.
It was absolutely amazing. Maybe for different reasons than these two, as you'll hear. This past week at the Alamo Draft House in Winchester, the Inwood, West Virginia couple took their fandom to the next level, and they watched the film for the 100th time in a movie theater. Mm-hmm. Dawn, 56, recalled being interested in the movie ever since the trailer was released, but she said she was initially hesitant to ask her husband, Herb, 64, if he wanted to go because he doesn't like musicals. Well, he hasn't seen The Greatest Showman. But when the couple finally saw the movie on New Year's Eve in 2017 at the Alamo, they were immediately blown away. Within seconds of the film starting, Dawn thought to herself, this is going to be the best movie I've ever seen. What the fuck did you just say to yourself?
I say that to myself every time.
This is going to be every movie I've ever watched, about 3 minutes into it, this is going to be the best movie I've ever...
whoever's with me.
It's going to be the best movie I've ever seen.
This is going to be the best
movie I think I've ever seen, ever. We sat there in the theater, and at the end, we just looked at each other. Yeah. Herb said, I think I've just seen the perfect movie. I mean, they're both like the credits are rolling. They're awestruck. They're just dumbfounded.
Yeah.
Everyone else is gone. They're just
waiting for the next one to start.
Yeah, like finding out like who the third unit in Bulgaria. Who's the third unit Bulgarian trapeze artist coordinator?
Craft service.
They ended up seeing the movie 5 times that week. We were kind of laughing when we saw it 5 times, Don said, but then we thought, if we can do 5, we can do 10. And then we hit 10 and we were like, well, maybe we can do 15. Maybe you can. And then we got to 15.
We were like,
we're just like, we love this so much, we just kept going every chance that we got. The Greatest Showman, a musical about the adventures of the American showman P.T. Barnum, starring Hugh Jackman.
Totally made up story.
Oh my God, from what we looked up.
Completely fabricated.
Made up characters, made up story. It was one of the most successful releases in the 11-year history of the local Alamo Drafthouse Cinema. Despite a mixed reaction from film critics, who Herb called snobs, The movie was a box office success. Let me give you that box office. That made domestic 174 million,
but overseas
international 261.
Nice one.
That's a worldwide box office of 435.
Great job.
Great job. Herb and Don ultimately screened the movie 77 times during its original release, and then 3 other times in subsequent releases. The Alamo Cinema Drafthouse reopened for moviegoers on the 1st of July after being forced to close for several months due to the COVID-19 pandemic.
They went right back.
One of the movies showing on the reopening week was The Greatest Showman. Alamo programming and promotions director Andy Grissian, who is familiar with the couple's love of the movie, messaged them to let them know that the FBI would be waiting. That the film was screened on the big screen. The Denises, they took full advantage of the opportunity. They watched Jackman sing and dance 5 more times over the 2-day showing, raising their total screenings to 85. Just before their 85th and final screening, Grissian posted a picture of the couple on the Alamo Twitter feed. In a matter of minutes, Hugh Jackman, that's P.T. Barnum, himself tweeted in response. Now that's some serious love for the movie. You know Paul Thomas Barnum. The movie returned to the Alamo this past week, giving Don and Herb the opportunity to push
Why does it keep returning just for them, right?
There's no movies. So they just, you could go to the fucking drive-in and see Jaws and fucking Gremlins.
But nobody's going to see that. They're just doing it because they're going, right? Because they know. I don't know. Okay, go ahead.
Herb said all the songs are his favorite because there are no bad songs in the movie.
Yeah, well.
Choosing one would be like choosing a favorite child. During their many viewings, Dawn has taken a notebook with her to jot down details about the movie that she hadn't noticed before in the previous 99 fucking times she saw it. Oh, I never knew that Hugh Jackman's in this movie. Until this time.
I just realized that's Wolverine.
Like the amount of times Michelle Williams' character changes outfits during the A Million Dreams number. Even as with many times as we've seen it, every time we leave, we go home, we talk about the movie the whole way home. We still find things to talk about. The couple said reaching 100 screenings of the movie in theaters was both exciting and bittersweet. They've also watched the movie. They have it on DVD, Blu-ray, and have also watched it at home. Jonathan, we did this before with... Now...
So that's roughly, let's say,
what's from
100 screenings at $15 a pop. So that's roughly $3,000 that they've spent just.
I'm not even concerned about that.
Was just trying to.
What's December of, when did it came out? I'm sorry. It came out December of 2000. Sorry, everybody, I have it right here. 17. So December 18, December 19, December 20. So in less than 3 years, 100 times. That's 35 times. That's more than one a week, every week over the course of coming up on 3 years. It's just not. You just can't do that. It's not the human brain. You can't do that. It's not built. Can you do that?
Good for it.
It's certainly not good for it. My only dream is that we make sure that we band together as a society, because we have to. It takes a village. And we never, ever let them see that movie in a movie theater again, and then we see what happens. We all work together, if you're in Virginia, West Virginia, California, to prevent them. I guess
divert them.
We can't get away from them watching at home. They'll do that every week forever. We have to let them have that. We can never let them see the movie in a movie theater again, and I want to see what happens to them. Do they die? Would they die?
I think
it's too many times, Jonathan.
I agree. At any point, does the film
get good
choice weigh in to that at all? Like if it was The Godfather,
it was Singing in the Rain. You love musicals. Could you see Singing in the Rain 100 times? Could you see a movie
100 times over your lifetime? Maybe.
People are going to call 888-842-23. All right, tell us the movie you've seen, and don't say, I've seen it 50 times.
I bet you
if you've seen a movie 10 times, tell me you've seen a movie 10 times.
I bet you Amir's probably watched Ferris Bueller's Day Off 50 times, at least.
Holy shit.
I might be off.
Oh, my God.
Just see if you'll pick up.
Oh, my God.
Let's see if you'll pick up.
888-842-2357. Your favorite movies. Really, how many times do you think And that includes that. It doesn't just mean movie theater. It means you saw a movie in a movie theater, and then you've watched it like on DVD at least 10 times, 20 times, 30 times.
Him and Rosha had a couple of VHS tapes that they said that they they wore out.
It's so many times. It's just too many times. It wouldn't. You couldn't enjoy it. Or maybe I'm wrong. 810. UhhYeahDude.
Surprising.
It's all right. Oh, I should try. See if he picks up. That'd be real good. Like when Max
Real mad.
double back on you.
Also, we only text nowadays, so I wonder if he thought it was like an accident.
Yeah, he probably thought, somebody's using your phone to let them know, like, what happened to you.
Something's wrong.
He's upside down in a ravine. I'm using his phone. Please come back for 8/11. Find out what happened from May to December of 2012. From May up until the Mayan calendar. And 888-842-2357. You don't got to get into it. Just be like,
I watched this
movie,
this many times.
this movie. I've probably seen it. Seth?
Jeff?
Any movie you think you've seen 10, 20 times? Windy City Heat, you fucking maniac.
How many times? 100. What?
Oh, you.
Wait, I don't know what that is.
It's 3 different versions, so 300 times.
Wait, I don't know what that is.
It's one of his creepy little underground little fucking nobody knows about little movies. Who's in it?
It's got Jimmy Kimmel.
Jimmy Kimmel. It's called Windy City Heat. 3 variations, 100 times each.
It's that movie it's a prank movie.
It's a prank movie. Who's the guy? What's the comedian's name?
Oh, it's
Perry Caravello.
Yeah.
Wow. If any real movies?
It's a real movie.
No, I mean a real movie.
No.
Like released, like a Hollywood movie that you loved as a kid.
was
and
Neil Hamburger in it?
Yeah. Yeah.
No?
Oh yeah, he's in version 4. You didn't see that.
Oh, is that just who? Oh, that's the guy. Oh, I saw a trailer for this.
Did you see it 100 times, like Jeff?
Saw it 300 times.
I watched the trailer 300 times. Top it.
50% on Rotten Tomatoes, Jeff. Which version?
All of them.
Bobcat Goldthwait directed all 3 versions? I didn't know anything about this.
I'm going to take a walk outside.
I mean, this is
I'm going to take a walk outside.
making me a little angry right now.
I'm going to walk.
888-842-2357. How many times? What movie?
What movie?
That's
That's going to be very interesting. Seatbelts.
Seatbelts.